Welcome to Hazel's Heroes for March 1989. Remember, Hazel's Heroes is a program that's co-sponsored by the Hazel Park Lions Club and the Hazel Park Schools to recognize elementary youngsters who show outstanding quality. That can be in terms of their achievement, in terms of behavior, and sometimes just being good citizens. We're going to start. We have United Oaks and Longfellow, and I think I'm going to start with this guy here from Longfellow. Are you from Longfellow?
Yeah.
And what's your name?
Patrick.
And your last name, Patrick?
Archambault.
And how old are you, Patrick?
7.
And what grade are 7-year-olds? You're in first grade, right? Okay. And who's your teacher in first grade?
Mr. Granado.
And tell me what you do in first grade. What's the thing you like to do best in first grade? Got anything you like to do best? What is it?
Read.
Read? Huh? What kind of things do you guys read?
Books.
Books? And what's the name of your book? Do you know the name of it?
Little Red Hen.
Little Red Hen? Okay. And do you read in that every day?
Yeah.
And do you have classes in phonics?
Yeah.
What are phonics? Can you tell me? Phonics help you sound out words, right? And you have to practice those almost all the time, don't you?
Right.
Yeah, so you can sound out those words. And have you guys, do you work with a computer at all?
No.
No, you haven't yet, huh? Do you go to gym?
Yeah.
And who's your gym teacher?
Miss Chastain.
Okay. And you also go to music, right?
Right.
And art?
Yeah.
So you have a really busy day, right?
Right.
Why are you a Hazel hero? I think your teacher said that you're a pretty responsible person, right? And she said you always have this big smile. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. And when did you lose your tooth? A while ago? Is that the first one you've lost? No, you have others that have gone out, huh? Okay. And your teacher said you're responsible, and when you have to take homework home, she said you always take it home and always bring it back, right?
Yeah.
And that's part of responsibility. And she said you're a helper in the classroom,
Yeah.
right? You do all the things that people have to do if they're going to be good citizens. And now we have two heroes here from United Oaks, and I'll start with the guy in the center here. What's your name?
Matthew.
And Matthew, how old are you?
6.
6. And what grade does that make you?
First.
First grade. How long you been in first grade? All year?
1.
1 year?
Yeah.
How you like first grade?
I like it.
Do you like it better than kindergarten?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they have phonics. We go to music and art.
Uh-huh. You have phonics at your school too?
Yeah.
Oh, who's your teacher?
Miss Mira.
Okay, Mrs. Mira, right?
Yeah.
And do you have phonics every day?
Yeah.
What are you working on in phonics? Can you tell me?
Like rhyming words.
Rhyming words? Like, tell me a rhyming word.
Run, son.
Run and sun. And if you can spell run, you can spell sun, right?
Yeah.
Because what does sun start with?
S.
And run starts with?
R.
Hey, you got phonics down, right?
Yeah.
Are you happy about that?
Yeah.
Good. What other things do you do in school?
Color.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite color?
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
I could almost guess because you got blue slacks and blue on your shirt and blue on your sweater, right?
Yeah.
And even blue shoes, right?
Right.
Wow. Why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I'm kind.
You're kind, right? And you're also a helper in class, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you do all your work,
Uh-huh.
and you don't talk too much, right?
No.
All right. And that's good citizenship, right?
Right.
And you're a good citizen, and you get your homework done?
Yeah.
Do you have homework?
Yeah.
How many nights a week?
5.
5 nights a week, huh? Who helps you do your homework at home?
My mom.
Your mom? Okay. Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Robert.
Robert. You go to United Oaks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how old are you, Robert?
8,
8? Oh, so you're just a year older than him, right?
I guess.
You guess. Well, if he's 6, right? Didn't you say 6? Yeah, so you're almost 2 years older. And you're in 2nd grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how you like 2nd grade?
It's fun.
It's fun? Really?
Mm-hmm.
2nd grade is fun? What's your last name, Robert?
Booze.
And what's so fun about 2nd grade?
Every time you're finished with your work, you could play with a game or with blocks.
Oh, you can. What teacher do you have?
Miss Summer.
Okay. And she has it arranged so that if you have work to do, just get all your work done first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then when you get all your work done, then you can do different things in the class that are kind of fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you have that in 1st grade?
No.
Can you remember when you were in kindergarten?
Yeah.
You can? How was kindergarten?
Not so fun.
Not so much fun. Not fun like 2nd grade, right?
Right.
And have you used a computer yet?
Yeah.
You have. What kind of things can you do with a computer?
I can spell my spelling words.
Uh-huh.
And I can make mix up words be the right word.
Wow.
And I can play highwire and human cannon and computer, and I can also play elephant walk.
But you have lots of things that you can do on computers, right? And those are all learning games, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
You have to do something educationally before you can play the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Now, why are you a Hazel Hero, Robert?
Because I help other people get all the work done, and I'm kind.
You're kind. You know, the thing that I remember that you're reading, when I read what that your teacher said about you was that you can always find something nice to say about somebody. That you're kind to people that way, and you always find something good to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. And you can see from these students that Hazel's heroes many times are just good citizens, just those kind of students that do the things that they should in school. Thanks, guys. You did a good job. Our next group of heroes come from Hoover and Webster, right? These girls didn't think I was going to remember. Yeah, probably didn't remember. Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Megan.
Megan. What's your last name, Megan?
Strong.
And how old are you?
I'm 8.
8? That's a pretty fancy bow you got in your hair, you know that?
Thank you.
Did you get all dressed up for today?
Yes.
You did? Wow, I wondered if you went to school like this every day. You don't go to school like this every day, do you?
No, I don't.
Oh, wow. I'd say you'd be really a fancy girl. Is that your Easter outfit?
No.
Boy, it looks nice enough to be your Easter outfit, doesn't it?
Thank you.
And how old are you?
I'm 8.
8 years old? What grade?
3rd.
3rd. And who's your teacher?
Mrs. Minoyan.
Mrs. Minoyan. And how long you been going to school in Hazel Park?
Since kindergarten.
Oh, so you've never gone to a different school?
No.
Always to Webster?
Yes.
Okay. We talked to one of the people earlier about computers. Do you have computers at Webster School too?
Yes.
Do you guys get to do computers?
Yes.
How much time do you spend on a computer a week?
A half hour.
A half hour? Have you had that keyboarding class? Are they teaching you how to?
No, that's for sixth graders.
Okay. So when you guys type, you type with one finger or something like that?
Yes.
Okay. But they do have keyboarding for the 5th and 6th graders where they teach them actually to type, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What's your favorite thing to do in school?
I like art.
Art? Who's your art teacher?
Miss Ostro.
And how many days a week do you have art?
Once.
Just have it once, right? And she comes to your school and takes everybody down to the art room.
No, everybody has a chance for art.
Everybody in your school?
Yes.
Okay. And what kind of things do you do in art?
We draw pictures in color, and
You draw pictures in color?
yeah,
What's your very favorite thing to do in school other than art?
I like spelling.
Spelling? You know, I have other people that tell me about spelling. Do you have to memorize the words, or
Yes,
yeah? And do you take them home
yes,
sometimes?
sometimes.
Do you, how many times do you have homework?
Not very often.
Not very often. You get all your work done in school, right?
Yes,
Wow, that's really good. You must be real disciplined, and you make yourself do what you're supposed to do, right?
yes.
I think that's what I remember. Kind of what Mrs. Minoyan said, that you were Hazel Hero, right? Why did Mrs. Minoyan write down?
I was a very good helper because I helped the teachers and other students.
Okay.
And I'm very kind, and I finish all my work.
Okay. Being kind, being helpful, and you finish all your work, right?
Yes,
And are you nervous right now?
kinda.
Just a little bit, huh? Okay, you did a really good job. We're glad to have kind, considerate, good workers in school. It makes school so much easier if people are kind and considerate and get the work done. How come you look so sad?
I'm not sad.
You're not sad? Well, you don't even look sad either, you know that? What's your name?
Lori,
Lori, and your last name, Lori?
Matt,
Lori Matz?
Matt,
Matt. Okay. And how old are you, Lori?
8.5.
8.5. And you go to Webster School, right?
Yes,
I remember that from when you whispered it to me over there, right? And you are in Mrs. Minoyan's class.
yes.
And how long have you gone to school in Hazel Park?
2 years.
2 years.
This is my
Where'd you go-
second. This is my second year.
Oh, where'd you go before you went to Hazel Park?
I went first grade and kindergarten. I think I went to Longfellow in Royal Oak,
In Royal Oak, okay. And now you tell me, what school is the best?
Webster.
Ah, see that? I knew you would say that Hazel Park Webster School is much better than that Longfellow School in Royal Oak, right?
Yes,
We have better looking teachers,
nicer teachers than
Nicer-
the one I had.
nicer teachers than the one you had, huh? What do you like to do in school?
Oh, I like spelling and I like to draw and read.
Okay. Do you know all your phonics stuff?
Yes,
Can you sound out words and do all that?
yes,
You can. So if you see a big long word, you can break it down and sound it out, right?
yes,
Does that help you in spelling too?
yes.
It does. You know, I never learned phonics until I was an older person because I guess I just couldn't do it for some reason. You know, it always interests me about the way some of you guys can just spell and read real easy, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Why are you a Hazel Hero?
Because I'm responsible for what I do and I'm helpful to my teachers and students.
How are you helpful?
I help them do their work, and when they're stuck, I help them.
Okay, sometimes teachers can't be 28 places at once, right? And if you
Yes.
understand, then you can just give a hand, huh?
Yes,
You ever think about being a teacher someday?
that's what I hope to be.
It is?
Yes.
What kind of teacher do you want to be?
Maybe a high school.
A high school teacher?
Maybe.
What do you think you'd like to teach in high school?
I don't know, science, chemistry.
Oh, yeah?
Mhm.
Oh, wow. Do you have any teachers in your family?
No.
No? Well, you look like you might be able to make it. Got to work hard, though. Be responsible, get all your homework done, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, for sure, every night.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
Brandon.
And you're 17 years old? How old are you?
6.
6. And what grade does that make you, Brandon?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten. And what's your last name?
Baranowski.
And who's your teacher?
Mrs. Beaver.
Mrs. Beaver. Do you go to school in the morning or afternoon?
Morning.
Morning. What do you do all afternoon?
Color and draw pictures.
You go home
Yeah.
and do you watch TV? But you spend some time coloring and drawing and things like that?
Yeah.
And you like that? You like crayons?
Yep.
Yeah. I know most students in kindergarten, first, second grade, I think, like that, right?
Yeah.
Now, what do you do in kindergarten?
Paint and draw.
Paint and draw? Do you do anything else?
Yeah.
What?
We get to play when we're done doing our work.
What kind of work do you guys do in kindergarten?
We draw pictures and we color.
Mm-hmm. And are you learning the alphabet?
Yeah.
Do you know all the letters?
Yeah.
Do you? Can you say them for me? Let me hear you say them.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Well, holy cow. You know those things already, right?
Yeah.
Now all you have to do is know how they sound and you'll be able to read. Or can you read already?
I don't know how to read.
You don't know how to read yet. Can you write your name? I'll bet you can. Your whole name?
Yeah.
And what about your address? You know your telephone number?
Yeah.
Wow. It looks like you're ready for first grade already, aren't you?
Yeah.
Why are you Hazel Hero?
Because, my teacher, always tells me to answer questions, and I answer them, and I get them right.
Okay, so you participate in discussions and things like that? And you're doing all your work and getting it all done? And you're not even 17 years old, right?
No.
No, you're not. Boy, oh boy, I think it'd be fun to have a guy like you in class. You know that? When I taught, they didn't guys like you, I don't think. They had more guys like me, you know that? What's your name?
Listen.
And your last name?
Bennett.
And how old are you?
8.
And I think if I remember, you're in 3rd grade?
Mm-hmm.
How do you like 3rd grade?
It's fun.
Do you like it better than 2nd grade?
Yeah.
What's fun about 3rd grade?
Well, I like the spelling gym, and sometimes I like going to computer.
Oh, you have a computer over at Hoover School, too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of things can you do on that computer?
Well, we play mathematic games, and one of my favorites is Piccadilly.
Piccadilly?
Yeah.
Okay, and how do you play Piccadilly?
Well, there's like these like squares. Like, have you ever played Match?
Nope.
Well, it's a card game, and well, there's like little squares, and you have to pick a number. There's a number on the screen, and the number flips over, and you have to try to match it.
Oh, I see. So you have to kind of remember where the numbers are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's like Concentration on TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever watch that program, Concentration? Ah, I used to try and do that when I was younger and watching TV. So how often do you go to computer class?
Probably about a half an hour.
And half an hour a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and your whole class goes?
Yeah.
And do you share a computer with somebody?
2 people get 1 computer.
2 people for 1 computer.
Sometimes
so
3.
you get like 15 minutes, and the other person gets 15 minutes, right?
We play games like we take turns on the computers.
I see. Okay. And you said that you like gym too, right?
Yeah.
And who's your gym teacher?
Miss Justine.
And what kind of things do you do in gym?
Well, one of my favorite games that we do play in gym sometimes is clean up your backyard, where you have to throw balls over a net.
Oh, and throw it in somebody else's backyard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, why are you a Hazel Hero?
Well, because I'm kind and I help other people when they don't really understand work. And
You're responsible, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get the things done that you're supposed to get done, and people can rely on you, right?
Yeah.
And those are all very, very good characteristics. And characteristics of many of our Hazel's heroes is that they're responsible. And we have a bunch of responsible people today. Good. Good job. Smile. All right, we have 4 more heroes, and we're going to start down here with hero from Lee Clark School, I believe, right?
Yes.
You're from Lee Clark?
Yes.
Yeah, what's your name?
Robert Ramsey.
And how old are you, Robert?
I'm
6?
No, I'm 12.
You're 12, so that makes you're in 6th grade, right?
Yeah.
I picked you out, didn't I?
Yeah.
All right. And how you like Clark School?
It's pretty nice.
And what kind of things are you doing in Clark School that you're real happy about?
I like working in the lunchroom for Mr. Cox, and I like helping out people. And when you help people out, they help you back.
Yeah, that's what your teacher, Mrs. Biataszewski, had written on there, that you're pretty sensitive to how people feel and things like that, right?
Yes.
And where do you think they came from, Robert?
My family.
Your family, are they all that way? Well, not all
Most of
but
them.
most of them are, right? Never 100% of your family's the same way, but people are pretty sensitive to how people feel and things like that.
Yeah.
And that's a really good trait. It really is. There's not enough of that around, is there? A lot of people don't care much, right?
Right.
And now you work with Mr. Cox, who is the custodian over at Clark School, right?
Yes.
In the lunchroom? What do you do in the lunchroom?
I help them pick up the tables, and I put them in the multi-purpose room where the tables go, and and when we're done with that, we go back to our classrooms.
Okay. How'd you get that job?
At first I was just like a substitute, then I worked my way up.
Okay. Mr. Barlow, did Mr. Barlow ask you to do it, the principal?
No, Mr. Cox did, because when he needed somebody on emergency, he asked me to help, and he didn't ask me to help, but a friend did, and then I helped, and I kept on moving up.
Okay, and he said that you were a lot reliable and dependable, and that you could have that full-time job, right?
Yeah, and I wasn't absent too much.
Okay, and that's important, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're glad to have people like you. You know, it is true that many people aren't nearly sensitive enough to what happens to other people. Isn't that true?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know some people who are pretty insensitive? Insensitive, not sensitive, but pretty insensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, but I also know some people who are pretty sensitive about how people feel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's your name?
Rebecca Leffman.
And how old are you, Rebecca?
10.
10. You seem very serious. Are you always this quiet?
No.
You're not. I bet you if I were to see you at home, you'd probably be really loud, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Would you? What grade are you in, Rebecca?
5th.
And who's your teacher?
Miss Ratliff.
And do you have a favorite thing to do in school?
Math.
Math? What kind of things are 5th grade students doing in math?
Fractions and reducing fractions.
Okay, that's a lot of division and multiplication and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to know all those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's an effort by our school district to make some of our elementary schools the same. This summer they're going to be meeting and all the 5th grade teachers will be meeting and developing curriculum so that we're doing similar things at Clark School as we're going to be doing at United Oak School and things like that. So that if anybody would move, then they would be able to just be right at the same place. That'd be kind of a neat idea, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you gone to school in Hazel Park?
Since I was in 2nd grade.
Okay, where'd you go before that?
I went to Washington School.
Washington?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the question I asked the other person that didn't go to our school, what school do you like the best?
Clark.
Of course, Clark School, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, because Mrs. Ratliff is going to be watching us probably, and she'll be checking you out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so would Mr. Barlow. And have you had the class on how to type,
Yeah.
the keyboarding class? Now you know the home row keys and things like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you a Hazel hero?
Because I'm a service squad for Miss Nash.
Okay. And you've been a service squad person for a while, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Nash indicated in the write-up that you had been helping her for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of things do service squad people do?
Well, I file for them the papers that they do, and when they get their name on the board, they write it in this black book, and then that's like their citizenship grade for
Okay,
the
so you
report
have to
card.
take the grades off the board and put them in the black book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's responsible kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how to spell all those things? And
Mm-hmm.
all right. Glad to have people like you. You're real helpful, I'm sure. Hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
Jennifer
And what's your last name, Jennifer?
Forrester.
And where'd you go to school, Jennifer?
Ford.
And how long have you gone to Ford School?
Since I was in kindergarten.
Okay. What grade?
3rd.
How you like 3rd grade?
I love it.
Love it? Who's your teacher?
Miss Shields.
No, what's so good about 3rd grade?
Well,
Well, you say you really love it. What makes you
my
like
teacher
it so well?
is very nice.
Hmm?
My teacher is very, very nice.
Your teacher's very nice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's really nice to hear. I'm sure that Mrs. Shields going to like that a lot.
And we don't have a lot of work.
You have a lot of work?
We don't.
We don't? She, I've known Miss Shields for quite a while, and students coming out of her class know lots of stuff, though, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
And so she makes you work enough that you know all the things you're supposed to know, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your very favorite thing to do in school?
Spelling.
Spelling? Do you have homework?
Sometimes.
How many nights a week do you think you have homework?
2.
2? And what kind of subjects do you have homework in?
Math.
Math. What kind of things are you doing in math at the 3rd grade?
Fractions, division, and multiplication.
Okay, you know your multiplication tables?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of fractions are you doing?
Well,
Are they like 1/2 and 1/2?
Yeah.
Adding that together?
Mhm.
Okay. 1/2 and 1/2, or 1/3 and 1/3?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you a Hazel hero?
well, I help Mrs. Sanders in her classroom, and I do all my work in school. And I help other children.
Okay.
And,
You help Mrs. DeSantis in her room, did you?
mm-hmm.
What do you do in Mrs. DeSantis' class?
Well, I straighten desks and sharpen pencils and pick up the floor.
Okay, are you like a service squad girl?
Yeah.
Okay. Or a service squad person, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you do those kind of activities, right, for her?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. And I'm sure she's real appreciative, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I bet you the other students are real happy that when they come in, their pencils are sharp and their supplies are all put away and everything is ready to start, right? And what's your name?
Emily Susie,
And how old are you, Emily?
10,
And what grade does that make you?
4th,
4th. And who's your teacher?
Mr. Durrett,
And you gone to school in Hazel Park how long?
since I was in 1st grade.
In 4th grade?
1st,
1st. And where'd you go to kindergarten?
in a school in Florida.
Oh, really? And you moved to Michigan?
Mm-hmm.
How you like Michigan?
It's okay.
Do you like it better than Florida?
No?
You don't. Which school is the best?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
Mm-mm.
Now, Mr. Mayo is going to be watching this, and he's going to say,
They're both good.
they're both good. The weather's a lot better in Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did it ever get too hot for you down there?
Mm-mm.
Never, huh? So you don't like cold weather like Michigan has?
Mm-mm.
I don't blame you. What's your favorite subject in the 4th grade?
Math.
Math? And what are you doing in 4th grade?
Fractions.
Fractions? Adding, subtracting? Are you doing multiplication of fractions?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you are. That'll keep you busy, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You have to do division when you do multiplication, right? There's a whole bunch of things you have to do. Why are you Hazel Hero?
When I was on post one day on the safety, and I noticed this truck knocked down a wire, and I memorized its place in like I can't.
The license plate?
Yeah.
Okay. You memorized the license plate,
Mm-hmm.
and
And reported it to the office.
The guy just knocked the wire down and took off?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And so when he drove by you memorized the license plate.
Mm-hmm.
That's quick thinking, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It really is quick thinking. A lot of people wouldn't think to do that. Now tell me, you're a safety patrol? And how'd you get to be on the safety patrol?
You have to bring in a note to Miss Zegler, and if she says it's okay, you can be a safety. From
Right.
permission from your parents.
From your parent. You have to be a responsible person, though, right?
Mhm.
You have to be dependable. You have to be there when you're supposed to be there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be able to be sure that you handle emergencies right and get kids across the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're glad to have people like you, even though you don't like Michigan. We're glad to have people like you in Michigan that help us out, getting kids back and forth to school and paying attention when you're on your post. Thanks. Our last group of heroes come from Edison School and from Roosevelt. And I think I'm going to start right over here. And I think this guy's from Roosevelt, right? Roosevelt School?
Yep.
And what's your name?
Peter Calkins.
And how old are you, Peter?
8,
And what grade?
3rd.
Who's your teacher?
Miss Anderson.
Mrs. Anderson? Okay. Now, how do you like 3rd grade?
It's all right.
It's all right. Did you like 2nd grade better?
Yeah.
Oh, what did you like better about second grade?
It was easier.
It was easier, huh? Isn't it funny how they make school hard? It seems like every time you go to a different grade, they make it harder, right? Yeah, they do that. They did it all the time that I went to school. Every grade I went to, it got harder. You know that? And you learn all that stuff, and then it seems like, how can they keep finding new stuff for you to learn, right? Did you ever wonder that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too, because that's what happened to me when I was in school. I remember it a whole lot. What do you like best about school, Peter?
Doing work.
Doing the work? What kind of work do you like best?
Math.
Math? And what kind of math things are you doing?
Timetables and adding.
Oh, well. Are you working on your times tables at home? Yeah, well, only way to do those is to memorize them, isn't it? Yeah, and we have to go over and over and over them because we just seem to forget them a lot, right? I remember when I had to learn the times tables. Remember that? I remember I had to work so hard on that. My father taught me. And it was a nightly project. He used to meet me at the door and say, "Come on in, Russ. We're going to learn the times tables." And I learned them, but it was really hard. Why are you Hazel Hero?
Because I got better in classroom, and I helped pick up on the floor, and I help kids doing their work.
Okay. I understand that you've made significant progress this year, right? And how did you make that progress?
Doing better.
Okay, and working harder, right? You know, one of the things, if we believe in ourselves that we can, and most of us can, right? And we work at it, because learning is not always easy. Learning is hard sometimes, but so we have to work on it. And many times we just think that we don't have to work at learning, right? But you really do. And from what I read about you is that you've really learned that if you work at learning, it's going to come, right? And that you made lots of progress this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you should be real happy with yourself. Are you real happy with yourself? I know that Mr. Park and Mrs. Anderson are real happy with you because you've done really well, and I'm sure that your parents are happy with you. Here's a spelling bee champion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what's your name?
Rhonda Simonik.
And how old are you, Rhonda? 9. And obviously you're in the 4th grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you are the 4th grade spelling bee champion.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember the words you had to spell to be the champion?
No, but they were easy.
They were easy? No kidding. Tell me about, was it at your school or was it district-wide?
At our school.
At your school. And it was just within your class?
No, it was, I won our class spelling bee, but then it was against the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade.
Oh, and excuse me, you were the champion of the whole school? Oh,
of our class.
Just your class. All right, of all the 4th graders at Roosevelt School, right? Did you have a chance to go against the 5th grader?
Yeah.
And you obviously didn't win that one, huh?
Because I said the wrong word and I spelled the wrong word.
Oh, is that right? You pronounced the word wrong and spelled it the way you pronounced it? Well, maybe next year, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And who's your teacher in school?
Mr. Hall.
Mr. Hall. And what do you like best about school besides spelling?
Work.
Work? And what kind of work do you guys do? Kind of tell me how your day is at Roosevelt School. When you get there in the morning, what's the kind of thing you do?
First we do spelling, and then sometimes we do English.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes we'll do math, and then we'll do some worksheets.
Okay. Then what happens?
Then sometimes, if we have time at the end of the day, we do social studies.
Okay. Do you get lunch squeezed in there sometime, too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're glad to have people like you in school. You keep working hard, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you can be champ next year, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hi, Craig.
Hi.
Is your name Craig?
Uh-huh.
Okay. What's your last name, Craig?
Peters.
And how old are you?
7.
What school do you go to?
Edison.
Does your mom work at the school?
Uh-huh.
Is she working now?
Uh-huh.
She is?
Not right now.
Not right now, but she worked today?
Mm.
Did she work this morning in school?
Mm.
Huh? Does she work in the mornings? Oh, she does. Because I know she works in the PPI class, right?
Mm-hmm.
And boy, if she's not there, I'm going to be checking up on her. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I should?
I don't know.
You don't know. What grade are you in, Craig?
First.
First grade?
Mm-hmm.
Who's your teacher?
This Stern.
How you like first grade?
Good.
What's best about it?
Playing with my friends.
Playing with your friends?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any good friends?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
My friend Ryan Williams and, I can't think of any more.
Okay. So you play with Ryan? What kind of things do you guys play?
We make books.
Books? In class? What kind of books?
Game, like, if we play a game, we make a book of it.
Oh, I see. So you kind of draw out what you do and then you write about what you're doing? Oh, that's a good idea. And you do that with Ryan? Why are you a Hazel hero, Craig?
Because I walk to school by myself.
You walk to school by yourself now, right? And that was a big deal, right? Yeah, and getting to be there, and you don't have to worry about it. Your mom doesn't have to worry about it anymore, right? Oh, that's really good. Any other reason?
No.
Okay. And I think the other reason that I remember is that you get your work done. And you try hard. Okay, and you're making good progress, right? All right, you keep up the good work. Appreciate having guys like you getting where they belong, that's for sure. Do you have a problem getting where you belong?
No.
No, you don't, huh? What's your name?
Jason.
And how old is Jason?
11.
11. What's your last name?
Webb.
Jason Webb. How long you gone to Edison School?
Since I was in kindergarten.
Okay, so you've never gone to another school.
Yeah, in preschool.
Oh, in preschool. Where'd you go in preschool?
Jordan.
Jordan, I see. But you've never really gone to another school, huh? So how do you like Edison School?
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool? And you're in 5th grade? Okay, and who's your teacher?
Mr. Wade.
And how you like 5th grade?
It's okay.
What do you do?
We do science and stuff. And we go on field trips and we go to camp this year.
Yeah, I was going to say that you go to camp this year, don't you? Have you been, or are you going in the spring?
We go in the spring.
How long before you go?
A couple weeks.
Couple weeks? Boy, I hope it gets warm, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you guys sleep in tents? Oh, you do? Now, if it's this cold, you're going to be some cold cowboys out there, aren't you?
Yeah.
I guess. When you go to camp, you prepare and you do certain things, don't you? What kind of things are you going to do at camp?
We cook on buddy burners. They're like made out of cans.
Right.
And we're gonna make shirts, tie-dye shirts. And then we're gonna, at night, we're gonna tell spooky stories and
Spooky
stuff.
stories, and then go sleep in your tent?
Yeah.
Whereabouts are you going camping, do you know?
Hazel Woods.
Hazel Woods. The Hazel Park Schools has a camp out in Holly, right? Have you ever been there?
Last year.
Last year, okay. And many of our schools use that campground right out there. And they have a lake, don't they? And they have some big buildings out there where you can go if it rains or if it's real cold, maybe. Huh?
Yeah.
I know they have some dormitories. Okay, why are you Hazel Hero?
Because I help kids in class, and I'm on the safety patrol and choir.
How'd you get on the safety patrol?
Well, last year, he needed some subs, and I was a sub. And then we went to a meeting, and then he gave me a sign-up card, and I was a sub. And then I became a safety.
Who's in charge of safeties?
Mr. Wade.
Mr. Wade, so your teacher's in charge of safeties. Where's your post?
It's on Chester Shelvin.
Okay. Chester and Shevlin? Is that funny corner where you got all those streets coming in there?
Yeah.
3 streets?
The mailbox.
Okay, that's a tough street to be on, isn't it? You must be a responsible guy. Appreciate your help. Appreciate you getting other students to school on time. There we have it. Hazel's Heroes. Smile. Now we have Mr. Gibson, the superintendent, and Ann Bashinsky, the community education coordinator, to present to our Hazel's Heroes the certificates and T-shirts. We also have a Sunday coupon for a Sunday down at the Dairy Queen down at 9 Mile Road. So maybe on the way home you can have your parents, stop by. It's almost time to get out of school, right? Of course, if your parents don't want to stop by, maybe you can go by tomorrow. Okay, Mr. G.
Okay, the first hero is Emily Sweezy from Henry Ford School. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jennifer Forrester from Henry Ford School. Congratulations. Robert Ramsey from Leo Clark School. Robert, congratulations. Rebecca Luffman from Clark School. Congratulations. Lucian Barrett?
Bennett.
Oh, I'm sorry. Miss Bennett. Congratulations. Brandon Barnowski from Hoover School. Congratulations. Okay. The right hand now.
There you go, Brandon.
Megan Strong from Webster School. Congratulations, Megan. Lori Matt from Webster School.
Smile.
Congratulations.
She hasn't stopped smiling since she got one of them.
Jason Webb from Edison School. This is the camper.
Yes.
Congratulations. Craig Peters from Edison School. Craig, congratulations. Peter Calkins from Roosevelt School. Calkins, I'm sorry. Congratulations. Rhonda Simonik from Roosevelt School. Congratulations. Matthew Combs from United Oak School. Congratulations. Robert Bowes from United Oak School. Booze from United Oak School. I'm sorry, Robert. Congratulations. And Patrick Archambault from Longfellow School. Congratulations.
And that's our Hazel's Heroes today. I guess I'd like to take a chance to just look at the set and say to Linda Klein and Diane Jadis how much we appreciate the work that they came in last night and put all this together for us. It look nice?
Looks very nice.
That's our Hazel's Heroes. You watch them out there. There's a whole lot of good kids. Just take a look and see. Let us know. Thanks for watching.